let's look at graphing linear equations. So this first example is graph the linear equation using intercepts. And so it's remembering, how do you find the x and y intercepts? Now let's find the y-intercept first. It doesn't matter which one. So to find the y-intercept, you need to make x equals 0 in the equation. So let's make x equals 0. We get 0, that's our x, and then minus 4y equals negative 8. So now we solve for y. So let's divide by negative 4 because the 0 is gone. So we get y equals 8. 8 over 4 is positive 2. So our y-intercept is 0, 2, which is here. Now to find the x-intercept, what do you think we need to make 0? Well, if we were finding the x-intercept, we're going to make y equals 0, okay? Because just think about it. So for the y-intercept, anything that's here on the y-axis, the x will be 0. Anything on the x-axis, our y's will be 0. So that's why you make it equal 0. So let's plug it in. So we're going to make y equals 0 in this case. So let's write it. We have x minus 4, and y is 0, equals negative 8. So 4 times 0 is 0. So we find that the answer is x equals negative 8. And that means it is negative 8, 0. So the x value is negative 8, which is here. And then so we can draw our line. So the y-intercept is here on the y-axis, and so we notice it's here at 0, 2. M, that's our slope. We can do rise over run. So if we do that, rise over run, we know that it goes up 1, 2, that's positive, and right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, so 2 over 8, and we can reduce that. So you divide by 2 in the top and the bottom, right? And so this becomes 1 over 4, so that's our slope. So in this case, identify the slope and y-intercept and graph the linear equation. So this is in slope-intercept form. So slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. Remember that m is our slope, b is our y-intercept. So m, in this case, is slope, which is this, 2, and I'm going to go ahead and write it as 2 over 1. So remember, there's two ways to write this. It's positive 2 over positive 1, or we could even say that this is negative 2 over negative 1. Negative over negative is positive. Now, the reason why I do that, just to review graphing lines, if it's positive 2, that means we're going to go up 2, and the 1 is positive, we're going to go right 1. Now, if it's negative instead, that means we're going to go down 2, and negative 1 means left 1, okay? Now, the y-intercept, b, in this case, is this value here, right? It's the last value. So that is at 0, 1. X is 0, y is 1. So that's where we begin the graph. Begin at the y-intercept. Now we use the directions here. So let's do 2 over 1 first. So I said positive 2 means up 2, and then right 1. So here it is. And we could repeat it, up 2, right 1. Now to get some more points, I instead could go the opposite direction. And notice it's negative 2 means down 2. So from here I go down 2, and negative 1 means left 1. Down 2, left 1. So let me graph that. Down 2, oops, and then left 1. Down 2, left 1, down 2, left 1. And here is our line. So just remembering how to graph a linear equation. So you always begin at the y-intercept, whatever that last value is, and then you move with the slope.